He looks like just another armored truck guard. Quiet, cold, unremarkable. But the moment the bullets start flying, everyone realizes they've hired the wrong man to mess with. Because this isn't a job for him, it's a hunt. And someone is about to pay for killing his son. This is Wrath of Man. In Los Angeles, an armored truck robbery turns into a massacre. Two guards are executed. A civilian witness is gunned down. The thieves vanish with the cash, leaving behind a trail of blood and questions. 5 months later, a new hire walks into Fortico security. His name is Patrick Hill, but everyone calls him H. He's silent, expressionless, and almost seems bored by everything around him. Even during training, he barely passes his shooting test. His coworkers instantly underestimate him. They joke about him, test him, and decide he probably won't last long. Only one guard, Bullet, seems to take a liking to him. But H isn't here to make friends. He's watching, listening, studying every face in the building. Soon, H joins Bullet on a routine cash pickup route.
It's a tradition.
Sure. Give me 2 minutes.
Everything feels normal until armed robbers ambush the truck. Bullet is dragged out at gunpoint. The crew expects fear. Instead, H steps out like death itself. In seconds, he drops every robber with impossible precision. No wasted shots, no panic, just cold, perfect violence. His coworkers are stunned. Who exactly is this guy? The FBI starts asking the same question, but when agents dig deeper, a higher authority tells them to back off. Someone powerful exactly knows who H is and what he's capable of. After the shootout, H secretly requests personal files and old robbery reports. He isn't interested in the money. He wants names, faces, a mistake, anything that connects Fortico to the men he's hunting. Weeks later, another crew tries to hit H's truck in Chinatown. But the second one of the robbers sees H's face. They instantly abort and flee. That moment confirms it. The people behind this know exactly who he is. And now H knows he's getting closer. Then the story slants backward in time. 5 months earlier, before H ever joined Fortico, he's driving through the city with his son, Dougie. This is the real H, not Patrick Hill. His real name is Mason Hargreaves, a feared crime boss whose name alone terrifies the underworld. That day, H reluctantly helps his own crew scout the route of an armored truck. It's supposed to be simple. Observe the truck route. Report back. Nothing more. Dougie waits in the car while H steps away for a moment. That's when another robbery crew suddenly attacks the truck nearby. This isn't H's crew. It's someone else, a far more brutal team. The thieves quickly notice Dougie inside the vehicle. H sees it happen and sprints toward his son. But he's too late. One of the robbers, Jan, shoots Dougie dead without hesitation. Then he shoots H too. The world goes silent. H survives. Dougie doesn't. When H wakes up from coma weeks later, grief has already hardened into something far worse: wrath. His ex wife blames him for their son's death. His criminal associates gather every lead they can. H and his men tear through robbery crews across the city, interrogating and executing anyone remotely connected. Still nothing. No answers, no killer. Then H's right hand man realizes the truth. The truck robbery had to be an inside job. Someone at Fortico is feeding routes and schedules to the robbers. That's why H creates the identity of Patrick Hill and infiltrates the company from within. Everything has been leading here. Then the movie reveals the other side. The men behind Dougie's death are a team of former military veterans led by Sergeant Jackson. Disciplined, strategic, ruthless. They've turned their combat experience into high level robberies. Their biggest advantage is an inside man at Fortico. That insider is Bullet, the friendly coworker, the guy who welcomed H on day one, the one smiling right beside him. That's the twist. The enemy has been standing next to H the whole time. The crew plans one final robbery, a massive Black Friday heist targeting Fortico's Central Depot. Nearly $180 million will move through the building. One score big enough for everyone to disappear forever. On the night of the heist, Jackson's crew storms the depot with military precision. Bullet reveals himself and forces H to cooperate. For a moment, it seems like H is trapped, but this is exactly what he wanted: all the wolves in one room. The firefight that follows is absolute chaos. Guards fall, robbers drop, Bullet guns down coworkers without blinking. H tears through the attackers one by one with terrifying efficiency. This isn't a man surviving. This is a father delivering judgment. Jackson is mortally wounded during the escape, but greed destroys what little loyalty remains. Jan, the same man who killed Dougie, turns on everyone. He murders Jackson. Then he kills Bullet too. Now he's the only one left alive, and he leaves with the money. For a moment, it looks like he wins, but H planned for that too. Hidden inside one of the cash bags is a phone, a tracker. John unknowingly leads H straight to his apartment. Now is the time to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm pretty sure H would appreciate that support. Now back to the movie. The final confrontation is quiet. No big speech, no screaming revenge monologue. Just H stepping out of the shadows like fate itself. He tosses Dougie's autopsy report onto the table. Jan reads it: liver, lungs, spleen, heart. The exact wounds that killed Dougie. Then H recreates every single shot, one bullet at a time. Cold, precise, methodical. He saves the heart for last. And before the final shot, he tells Jan the one thing that matters. My son's name was Dougie. Jan dies exactly the way Dougie did. Justice is complete, but the movie doesn't treat it like victory. There's no celebration, no relief, because revenge changes nothing. Dougie is still gone. H walks away from the money. The FBI arrives too late to matter. The mission is over. The killer is dead. Yet H leaves the same emptiness he carried from the beginning. That's what makes the ending hit so hard. This was never about the cash, never about the armored trucks, never even about Fortico. It was a story of a father turning himself into a weapon just to reach the man who stole his son. And in the end, he gets revenge, but not peace. The final image leaves us with one chilling truth. When grief becomes rage, it doesn't stop after justice. It simply leaves nothing behind. I hope you enjoyed the recap of Wrath of Man. Please join me again for another adventure. Don't forget don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. See you next time.